Welcome to part 2 of the training videos on the Quizcom List View Plus app. In this video, I will explain how to connect the List View Plus app to lists and libraries. I will demonstrate connecting to a list in the same site and a remote list in a different site collection.
In my SharePoint site, I have a list called Suppliers. I will connect to this list using the List View Plus app. I have already installed the List View Plus app into my Office 365 tenant and SharePoint site. If I edit a page in SharePoint, the List View Plus is an available web part to add. To configure this web part, click on the Edit option. In the web parts property panel, I can configure the list I want to connect to. By default, the current site is selected, but I can enter a different site within my tenant. In this example, I am using the current site and selecting the suppliers list. There are other options, including selecting a view and defining the maximum number of items.
I can set a custom CSS file to control how data and controls are presented. I will look at an example of this shortly. I can also configure the persistent cache, which is the length of time slower requests are cached in the web part.
The List View Plus app is now connected to my suppliers list.
Now let's look at how to set a custom CSS file for the List View Plus app. In my site assets library, I have uploaded a custom CSS file. In this file, I have defined a number of styles, including for the command bar, table heading, and table data. By using Developer Toolbar in my browser, I can easily identify the components to reference. Now let's set the CSS file to be used against the List View Plus app. You will see the appearance of the app has changed. I have set a color for the command bar. I have changed the text style and given the headers a color. These sort of CSS changes can also be made to the other controls covered in future videos.
The List View Plus app does not limit me to connecting to data in the same SharePoint site. Here I have a document library in a marketing site. This document library includes a view which only shows press releases. In the List View Plus app, I need to provide the URL of the marketing site. I then select the document library and choose the press releases view. This is really useful when there is a requirement to display certain documents from another SharePoint site. In this training video, I have showed you how to connect the List View Plus app to SharePoint lists and libraries. Thank you for watching this training video. If you need any further information, please contact Quizcom using the details on screen.